What's it like to go cross country in 90-degree heat wave and trying to boondock? It's ridiculous how instantaneous the road quality dropped since we crossed over the Indiana line from Ohio on I-70. Ridiculous how bad these roads are here in Indiana. Alright, so tonight we're staying in Illinois in the Harvest Host. And it's 92 degrees out right now as we go. We're about 25 minutes from where we're heading. But the place we're staying tonight is Richard's Farm Restaurant, and it looks like it's going to have really good food, so I'm looking forward to that. Alright, so we've been driving today roughly about 5 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours. You hear a lot about 333 rule, and that's great. 300 miles and before 3 o'clock, or no more than 3 hours, whatever y'all want to do, but that's fine. Our issue with it is because we're still working, we have a finite timeline of travel. So for us to get 1,600 miles, we have to drive a lot of miles in one day. So like tomorrow, I think we're doing over 650 miles. Of travel to get to our next stop, and then on Sunday another 600 plus miles. So we start really early before the sun comes up, try to knock out as much as we can before there's too much traffic. But that's just how we have to do it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but for us to only drive 300 miles, we would never get to spend time in Moab, and we're going to visit 5 national parks on this trip, so we want to spend that time in the national parks, not on the roads traveling. I get it when you're full-time that you can take your time. We just don't have that luxury. Yet. We gotta go past the Pitchfork to Gumdrop Lane, and you think I'm joking. Look at that Pitchfork.
I picked this place and it sounds so Amish. Hey, are we gonna make that low wire right here?
We're gonna watch.
And of course we have a low wire again, so I'm gonna watch for I think we'll be okay. As long as he stays on this high side, I think we'll be okay. But he's gotta make the turn too. No, he's not. He's just going wide. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Okay.
All right, so we made it to our stop for the night, Richard's Farm Restaurant here in Casey, Illinois. They got like the world's largest pitchfork right there, and this is where we're parked at, back in the back. Found a spot that was only off by an inch on the driver's side, low, so the auto level will take care of that, which it did, and it didn't even lift the wheels off the ground, so that's good. So, but I hear they got really good food here, so we're going to spend some money in the restaurant.
Let's go see what the largest pitchfork in the world looks like.
She wants to go see the largest pitchfork. What did you just say?
I said I've flung a few of these a time or two.
Down on the farm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just recent too. We're testing, we're getting a water test on the new roof right now.
Sure are.
That's crazy, it is coming down. It's going to be a while till we can leave. Since we're between the raindrops, we're going to go look at the world's largest
Everything.
tea, chair, I don't know.
In one place.
Yeah. It's a little town with big what? Big things? Little town with big things? All right. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so I'm on the world's largest teeter-totter here in Casey, Illinois. This is crazy. Look how long that thing is. It won't work. You need somebody here to make sure it works correctly. They must have it pinned or something. But you think that's big? Look at that chair. Big things in a small town is what their logo is. All right, so it's, I don't know how many times we have to say it, but small towns have the coolest things.
Well, this one's got the biggest things.
Yeah, this one has the biggest things, apparently.
That's what it's named
So
after.
apparently they have the world's largest crocheting needle and hook,
Wooden shoe.
and mailbox. So
I've seen this mailbox before. I think you can get in it. Oh, there's a tape measure.
yeah,
That's a really long tape measure.
big things in a small town. You've got mail. Hey, Joni. You've got mail.
You do too.
Explosions like a heartbeat. Yeah, my mind's getting rushed.
It's an extremely innovative way to get people to come to your town and walk downtown, and then you got them near food, shops, everything.
There's sweetness and adventure without a venture. TV's got your mind stuck on good reality.
I got my pencil. Give me something to write on, man.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause our soul is warm. Life's much more if we live it up. Life is all on schedule, but dead's forever. I send my condolences to the side of the drive. Some say I'm living in the moment. I say motion, I ain't got no potion, but we can touch the sky.
We were just talking about how Joni just said, as a local, you either love this stuff or you hate this stuff. If you own a business, I bet you love it because people come by and they walk through. You never know what they're going to see. They may buy.
There's like 3 or 4 ice cream shops here.
We're coming back for ice cream, obviously, but we got to get dinner first. But yeah, how cool of a small town.
It's actually things that would draw you here.
Yes.
Other than that, there would be nothing here. There's just a regular little
Except
town.
for the smell of barbecue that I have because I'm hungry. I can smell the barbecue from this place. Amazing.
Yeah. Crazy 8.
Smells really good.
Yeah.
But hey, we are staying at a restaurant, so we're going to
We have to
patron that
Patreon,
restaurant. Prettiest sounding, let's put it that way. You got to get it inside.
This town must be really strong in the Christian faith because there's scriptures
On
all
every one
over.
of these.
Yeah, every one of them has a scripture on it.
Yeah.
So I think we didn't miss but a couple things, but overall we hit the big ones.
Holy cow.
And
There was other
Yeah.
things that we didn't even know were here that
No.
we're seeing as we're walking back. I'm like, I didn't see that.
Yeah. We didn't do much research. We just like, hey,
I didn't know.
let's go into town.
Who knew?
And on our way back, we can stop and see the biggest tee at a
Golf tees,
course.
yeah. All right, now back to the camper, and it's time for dinner. Pretty close. By the time we get back, it'll be time for dinner. We haven't really eaten much today. on the road about an hour. It's 6:30 in the morning. We are literally just outside of St. Louis. And the place we're going to stay tonight is the Ad Astra Atlas missile silo that we found on RV Overnights. So we're really excited about that. Take a tour of the place. So as we roll through, I do want to give one update of how things are going. The roads in Indiana still suck. They're still bad. Illinois, 70 through Illinois has been fantastic. So Indiana, we gotta do better. So onward to the missile silo. So we just got fuel at a TA. TA is really falling down. I generally like going to Love's. TA was they're just not well kept. But we got fuel. And if you notice, Joni's driving now. So basically on these long trips, what we do is every fuel tank, we swap. That way one of us can rest, the other one can drive. And that shares the day for long drives, because today we're hitting 600 miles, tomorrow 680 miles. So it just makes the day a little more bearable. And when we get to our destination, we're not nearly as tired as we could be.
Oh, we're going to dirt roads now.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting dirt roads.
We've done this once before in Kansas.
Have we?
Yeah, we were with your mom and we had to, with the toy hauler.
That was Iowa.
Oh, Iowa. Iowa was
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Kicking up dust.
Yeah.
Talk about unlevel. I'm not even going to be able to walk underneath this. It's so low. All right, the aftermath of all of the bad roads, not too bad.
The roads since Indiana have been really good, honestly.
Yeah. Indiana's been the worst.
95 degrees here. We've got our 2 vent fans running, windows open so we can get a breeze going through. But it's hot out.
It is very hot.
So we're definitely going to be running our generator again tonight, and we'll probably run out of fuel tonight. I'm excited for this day. I really, really want to go through this missile silo and stuff. So.
$25 a person, or $20 if military, $15 for kids.
Or veteran, military or veteran.
Yeah. So it'll be a little bit more than our required minimum spend, but I think
that's by design.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to take our tour of the missile silo. And I'm just standing on top right here. This is actually the doors that would open so the missile could shoot out back in the day. So very cool. But we are going to be going down into the belly of the beast and checking out this silo, because it's like the coolest thing that I will have ever done in my life, probably. So I'm looking forward to it. So how we dealing with the heat?
It's a hot day today. So
last night was fun because we ran the generator and was able to run the AC all night. We'll be able to do that tonight.
It'll be nice once we can get the generator on, get the camper cooled down, and you really can't even sit inside. It's just like you're sticking to the furniture.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about the fake.
We're outside in the shade with a breeze.
During this tour, I'm going to talk about the history of the missile base, my history with the place, and my future plans on where I want to take it. So what we're standing on top of right here is an Atlas F missile silo. The Atlas was our first ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile, that we developed. It was all kind of a response to Sputnik going up in the 50s. We recognized if the Soviet Union had the rocket technology to send a spy satellite into space, they could send over nukes. Very rapidly, we started developing our own missile defense systems to show to an aggressive nation that we could protect our own. Now, the Atlas, it could travel over 5,000 miles, pretty much hit any target in the Northern Hemisphere. And this carried a thermonuclear warhead that was over 300 times more powerful than what we dropped on Japan in World War II. So this was a weapon of mass destruction. But really, this was built to be a deterrent to nuclear war. The concept was, if you launch on us, we launch on you. Nobody wins. Mutually assured destruction. MAD. It's a path we knew we didn't want to go down. When they decommissioned this, there was a technology transfer between the Air Force and NASA for a great space race with the Russians. The Atlas was repurposed. They took off the warhead and put on a space capsule and sent some of our first astronauts into orbit on top of an ICBM. And we also sent up our own spy satellites and global communication networks. And I did some research. I found the tail number to the rocket stored right here. It was taken down to Florida and used to send up a weather satellite for NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this rocket technology actually helped bring us together as a human race more than tear us apart. You have to look for that silver lining, but it kept us out of World War III during a very tense time, and now with space-age technologies, I can pick up a cell phone and call my college roommate who lives in Australia. Next, we come to these two large blast doors. This is a 2,000-pound door, 1 ton. Now, this is made of manganese. It has a higher melting point than regular steel. You may have noticed as we came down the stairs, we've already gone around a corner, another corner, another corner. Engineering is such, if that explosive force were coming down here, each time it has to stop and turn, it's gonna lose up to 10% of its energy. So by the time it got to the curvature of this door, that would dissipate that energy into these thick concrete walls and blow out this hole just above. Just around the corner, there's a locking mechanism that would make sure both doors could not be opened at the same time. So this door had to shut and lock before the next door could be opened. That way the missileers would never be exposed to any danger from outside.
So this is the Airbnb?
That's correct.
Okay.
So this did not look like this when I bought the place, I'll tell you that. One of the first things you notice as you walk into this room is this concrete column in the center. This is a support column that holds the bunker in place. You see the handle here? That goes to the escape hatch you were looking down earlier. So when you pull on the handle, you would be out of the way when all the sand dropped down. Of course, that bar wasn't there at the time. You can see that we've come down the staircase past the blast doors and we're on the top floor of the Launch Control Center. It's known as the Ready Room, where the missileers used to live. Next, we're gonna go to the lower level, the Launch Control Room, where the missileers worked. Then we're going to go through the tunnel and look down into the silo. Here you can see the infrastructure which held the missile in place. So the missile silo is 52 feet in diameter, 176 feet to the bottom. The missile itself was only 10 feet in diameter and 71 feet tall. So you had 9 levels which held the missile in place attached to large springs on the wall. So if an explosion happened up above, the entire floor system could move on shock absorbers and keep that rocket safe underground. You notice how the floor is separate from the walls here. Originally it was suspended from the ceiling with air shocks. So that way, if an explosion happened, all your equipment would stay safe in this area. You'll notice even the lights are on springs. Next, we're going to go down to the lower level, the launch control room. I'm developing that into the main Airbnb with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a spa and lounge area. But my ultimate goal is to develop out the entire silo. I know that sounds like a huge dream, but really, I have a friend here in Kansas who has already converted his missile silo, just like mine, into a 15-floor luxury condominium complex. It's known as survivalcondo.com. You can look it up. He turned 7 levels into residential units. Each floor is about 2,000 square feet of space. Then the rest are amenities. There's a movie theater, bar, rock climbing wall, indoor swimming pool, indoor firing range, gaming rooms, a gym, even a dog park. From time to time, like I said, I get help from friends or family. I've had a couple guys helping me over the past couple weeks, but basically it's just me working here. Here's the original launch control desk. Unfortunately, they gutted this when they left, but fortunately they left the desk. It could have been hauled off for scrap, right? I've had several missile base owners reach out to me to say, hey, can we buy your launch desk from you? I go, no way. But what I plan on doing is cleaning this all up, replacing the front panel with a touchscreen monitor, and digitally recreating what it would have looked like. So you can go through a simulation of launching the missile. Yeah, so that sign, it says warning, 150-foot open silo shaft exists at end of tunnel beyond this door. So, on a hot summer day, you may find me down here painting bolt after bolt after bolt. I've got another 200 bolts to go. It's those small details that make this place pop. You'll notice behind me the blast door. Unfortunately, when I rented the sandblaster, the hose wasn't long enough to reach from the surface through the escape hatch all the way to here, so I was unable to clean this up, but a lot of people say they love the rust and old patina. I may just put a clear coat on it, so you get to see how raw the place looked like when I first bought it. The tray is for running wiring through the tunnel, the tube is for bringing fresh air into the tunnel, and these grates, there tends to be a lot of condensation in this area when warm air from outside comes in contact with this cool concrete. So that would allow water to drip down and just drain away. The batteries, my goal was to go off grid. I've been donated some solar panels. I just need to buy the wires and inverters and hook everything up. Hospitals are required to have uninterrupted power supply. So if the grid goes down, you don't lose any of your patients. Every 5 years, they replace their batteries. I pick these up dirt cheap. So there's a little life hack for you for your RV or whatever. Now you see these two blast doors are meant to protect from our own rocket exploded. Then they put in that third door later as an afterthought, realizing these two doors may not be enough.
Okay, that might have been one of the coolest tours ever.
That was really neat.
Yeah,
No worries, no worries.
if you haven't been to
take your
this
time.
place is on Harvest Host, RV overnights, all kinds of stuff. All right, so one of the cool thing is one of the couples on our tour, they are actually staying in the Airbnb tonight down below ground, and my goodness, it was nice and cool down there.
Ooh, yeah, so good.
It felt so good. So.
Steamy hot out here.
So one thing he did say is he's designed some things in his fields. He's created an RV park and it's going to be a circle, and he wants it to look like a sunflower because the sunflower was the international symbol for disarmament.
We got breakfast for this morning. All right, I'm so excited. We're
Finally getting off of 70.
yes.
After 500 days on I-70, we're finally getting off.
It's been a long day. 13-hour day today, something like that. So we're ready to be done.
We finally arrived to our park. We're staying at the Moab Rim RV Camp Park. It's just south, just on the south end of Moab. Joni's inside checking in right now. So once we get set up, I think it's going to be time to eat because it is late for us and I'm hungry. It's been a long day.
Site 5.
Site
So we'll have a view of mountains because we'll be right on that other side. Yeah.
Let's go. So we got set up into our site. We've mentioned it before. When you're in a place like this where national parks or anything touristy, these places are tight. Even though it's a pull through, that's all you get space wise. And it is full hookup. So it's not bad. We got some trees here, a little bit of shade, because it's still 100 degrees out and it's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. And that's our view right there from our camper. And we're literally 10 minutes from Arches, which is where we'll be at the next 2 days. So it's been a long trip to get here, 3 days, 2.5 days to get here, 1,600 miles, all in 90-degree temps, boondocking all the way. So, but we did it. And you can do it too. All right, guys, we are here outside of Moab Rim Camp Park, where we're staying for the week here at Moab. We arrived yesterday at a decent time, but we had like a 13-hour day driving to get here. So I wanted to give you a tour of this place to end this travel video on how we got here in 90-degree heat, boondocking, to get to this point so we can explore the 3 national parks that we're going to hit here in Utah. So let's get a roll on to looking into this park, the camp park here. All right, so this is the entrance as you come up from the road. The first thing you're going to notice, you are right off of Highway 191. And so it is noisy, but if you come here this time of year, you're going to be running your ACs as much as possible. All right, so when you pull in, you're going to come here to the left. Right there is where you check in. And you're going to notice this is a very tight park, first and foremost. They have 2 rows, this row and the row we're in, of pull-throughs. Everything else is back in, and most of them are very small back ends. You see right here, that's a decent sized back end for a Class A. Then they do have cabins, so you can get wood here. I don't think this time of year we're going to have a fire because it's so hot, but you can get ice. That'll be a necessity. I believe there's a little store inside, haven't been in. They don't open yet. It's early, trying to beat the heat. Your trash is right here. As you can see, we have this full row of nothing but pull-ins all the way down. Don't you just love the mountains as your backdrop to where you're staying? I do. They have a little pavilion right here that you can come and have a picnic. There is potable water if you have one of the sites that don't get water. They do have an overflow area for people that just want to park, camp with no power, no, basically boondocking. It's well shaded, but like here is a typical back end with no power. Small. It's right here, sites 41, 43, 45. They're pull-throughs, but look how low those trees are. The trees are very low, so you'd have to be a really tiny, maybe a pop-up or something to get in here. Okay, back here is section G, more back ends that are small. I mean, 20 foot, maybe, pop-up camper style. That's about what you're going to need to use to get into these. You can see back there, people are, that site there has power. So there are a couple in the back with power. But these back ends, if you can get into them, the picnic table does get a little cover from the sun, evening shade anyway. More back ends on this side. This is a little picnic area. And this would be the row we're in. We did not get an extra parking space for our truck. So, but you can see these got some pretty good sized rigs, and the trees are a little taller, a little bigger. We did have to maneuver. I had to maneuver like 3 times just to make sure our slide out wouldn't hit the tree that's on our driver's side. As you can see, that's our rig. And then I'll show you this empty site, what it looks like coming in. So if you're coming in here, you got a nice wide to make the turn, but that's going to be tight right there. I mean, with them trees, they're not 14 foot tall opening for a 13.6 camper like ours. Nice wide site with a patio. They all have patios, but you notice these down here in the front, majority of these in the front do not have an extra parking space for
their vehicle. But you do have full hookup. There's water, sewer, 30, 50 amp right there. And then there is cable on the side of that too, so you can hook up the cable. I hooked up, but I can't get it to work. I don't know how to get it to work because I changed out my TV to a smart TV, and it's not that smart. So that is just a quick overview of this campground. If you're looking for a place, I think it was 60, I want to say 65 a night. And for a touristy area, that's not bad. I think for the whole week it was 400 bucks. So we can't complain about that. That's actually really good. We're 10 minutes from Arches, 40 minutes from Canyonlands, but we're 2 hours from Capitol Reef. So we're gonna take a day, leave at like 4 a.m., get to Capitol Reef, spend the whole day there, drive home in the evening, and just that's just how it's gonna have to be to make sure we hit the final 3 of the big 5 that we haven't been to. But yep, this is our site. We're here for a week. Then it's on to 2 more national parks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this drive to see how it's done, to know that you can do it too. Anybody can do this. You just have to do it. Don't be afraid of it. The mountains are beautiful. They are a little nerve-wracking driving through them, but go slow and you'll be fine. Take your time. You'll arrive on time and you'll be able to have fun here. So thanks for watching this video, guys.
1,600 miles, 3 days, over 90 degrees every afternoon. We boondocked every night, no hookups, just a generator humming in the heat running our AC to keep us comfortable. We were tired, sweaty, and running on gas station coffee. So why'd we do it? Because tomorrow's never guaranteed. And we're done waiting for the perfect time. We have today, and that's enough. Along the way, we pulled into Casey, Illinois, a small town bursting with wonder, a town where you can sit in the world's biggest rocking chair and mail a postcard from the world's largest mailbox. It reminded us that you don't have to go far to feel amazed, you just have to go. And then came a night we'll never forget, camped next to a decommissioned Atlas missile silo. Under a sky so clear it felt like you could touch the stars. From giant roadside attractions to Cold War relics, this country is full of stories waiting for you to live them. So don't wait. Start now with what you have and go see something big in a small town. Happy glamping.